I'm trying to 100% all the games I own. The last game I played was Mafia. This time we'll be playing Thronefall is a simple, fun and tactical tower defense game. With a total of 34 achievements to collect, I played 100% of Thronefall. What be thy name, sire? Sir Robert the Third. Nah, Sir William Despacito. Certificate. What? Sir Cumference. Oh. Sir Cumference was surely a majestic name for a king, as the game taught us about attacking and building. We've got ourselves a town hall, man. Space to start the night. Spooky. Now learning that I also have a melee ability, I went berserk on the dude spawning in. Yeah, boy! With that done, we were taught about an important factor in the game. Houses. Spend gold, build house. House income. Yes. I learn new things as I complete the tutorial, earning my first achievement. A new king. Sir Cumference is coming for your bitches. I was feeling particularly majestic because of what we named our character and thought I can take on the world. So, two birds with one stone, man. We smash quest A, B and E in this one. Armed with the knowledge from the tutorial, I built my town hall, a house and a tower before calling in the first wave. We should be pretty prepared, right? Oh, we are definitely cooking. With the night now finished and feeling quite glorious, honestly, if the enemies are this easy, we can go full goblin mode and maximize our income. That was a pretty logical assumption, which resulted into building 2 more houses and starting the next night. They are spawning fast! Oh, they are spawning fast! Hell. Questioning my decisions, we survived the night and I upgraded my town hall. We'll go with some income options like we did in the tutorial. Maximum stonks. Starting the night, I only had a look at the bottom of the screen, not noticing the flying bug thing in the top. They come in numbers, no doubt. However, Sir Cumference has it under... What is this? These rats only go for the king. Handy information to remember. We survived through the night, earning a total of 10 coins. Since I was going to be attacked from 3 sides, I thought it best to bring out the archer boys and the melee boys to help with this wave. I positioned the melee dudes on the bottom, archers in the middle and defended top with Sir Cumference. With 2 remaining coins, I built another house and called in the night. Here we go. Where are they? Oh, they're down here. Ah, they all don't spawn at the same time. Cheeky mechanics. I built a farm, a wall, and Sir Cumference is going to become a goblin king. I called in the night and discovered that these idiots go straight for the town hall. Discovering new things, I survived the night and got 16 coins to work with today. The stonks keep stonking, boys. I upgraded the melee and the range barracks to get a total of 16 units under our control. That is a chonky army, boys. We've got boys on payroll now. I grabbed all the dudes and planted them in the bottom, completely demolishing the enemies as they spawned in. The next morning, I thought it best to improve our economy. So I built a couple of houses and upgraded my first tower. Castle tower or sniper tower. Attack speed or range. While also upgrading the second tower to level 2 as well. I placed my archers down by the mill and came out victorious at the expense of a farm. Now that is destroyed. Does this also not give us coins? The game is now 30% downloaded, boys. With 20 coins to spare, I built and upgraded a new tower to maximize range and built some new buildings. Nice! Since these rats are coming from the top, I think archers would be great for defense? Maybe? I place the melee dudes on the bottom and get a tower down as well. Sir Cumference is going to win this. Oh, this is easy. They are shredding these boys. We require thy assistance, boys. Help thy fellow men near the bottom lane. Fight, men. Fight for your king. Fight for Sir Cumference. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ah. big stocks. Circumference fortified defenses by spending the 29 coins on building a tower and some houses, finally investing the 20 coins to upgrade the town hall. A royal mastery commander units move 60% faster, 20% stronger as well, or 70 plus 75% health and regen and 75% attack damage. Honestly, out of the two, I'm leaning towards a commander perk because of the Giga Chad RP that we have raised under the banner of Sir Cumference. 75% health and attack upgrade sounds nice, but we have stronger troops. If strong together. Only a couple of farms were destroyed. Nothing much to worry about though. Right? With 33 coins at my expense, I got some spearmen along with creating outer walls for protection and a tower before walking over to spawn some more archers. I placed the spearmen on top, shield boys in the middle and the crossbowmen on the bottom, while keeping the long range archers in the base. Before starting the night, I upgraded 2 simple towers to a sniper tower and a castle tower and called in the boys. We moved them down with our majestic army and started our next day with 36 coins, which I used to build a house, a tower along with its upgrade to a castle tower, another tower, upgraded to a sniper tower, upgraded my farms and built more fields. With that done, I placed the shield boys in the front with crossbowmen besides them to support, along with bringing the long range dudes to support from inside the walls, before finally bringing in the spearmen to stop the enemies from breaching our walls, and called in the night. Look at this rats, dude. Such futile attempts to breach thy walls. Coming out victorious, I upgraded archers and spearmen before adding in the remaining farms and spent 15 coins to upgrade the corner tower. Archer spire and ballistic spire shoots an additional arrow. Ooh. Plus 450 attack damage. Damn, boy. Both of these upgrades sounds nice, bro. One additional arrow might be more helpful to us. Might as well get Ballista Tower on one of our main towers near the base, right? With all my coins spent, I called in the artillery. Bruh, this is so easy. Bring a mighty challenge for Circumference. Search feeble attack. Oh my lord, why do I even... I upgraded my base tower to shoot 2 arrows and focused on managing my troops to counter the enemies that were going to attack from all directions before getting a new tower and upgrading it max. I think we are pretty set on offense, if I say so myself. Alright men, this is your final night. Die for your... Wait. Take their heads for your king. Crush their souls for attacking this kingdom. Do this for honor. Do this for your boys standing beside you and your lovely wives at home. Win this battle for Circumference, men. I had to micromanage the army between waves. However, we won without any of the enemies breaching into our walls. Let's go, boys! Circumference is victorious! Shit! With that victory, I unlocked a couple of items and was dropped back into the main screen, unlocking the first achievement in this game, Win on Nordfels. Since I was going after 100% completion of this game, I had to complete all the quests in this region, and to do that, I selected Spear as my weapon along with these perks and these mutators to complete the remaining quests. Jumping into it, I built my town hall and a farm before calling in the night. One of my farms was destroyed by those rats, but we came out on top with 8 coins to spend. Now early game is all about building your economy, so naturally I built an archer tower and a couple houses before calling in the night. Where are you going, man? My farm, bro. There goes my coins. The building and upgrading cycle goes on till night 5. This is where things started to pick up pace. Ooh, these are some chunky boys. Prepare yourself, man. Winter is coming. With this night cleared, I had a profound realization. No matter how tanky they are, they follow me around if I hit them once, right? I can use this to pull these idiots away from the farms. That can work, right? Even the crossbowmen can help me from the backlines as well. A broken plan is better than no plan. Nice. With that insight, I pulled a cheeky move to make the enemies target me over my buildings and we came out victorious. Let's go! I'll jump to the last night because most of the upgrades that I did are similar to what we saw in the last playthrough. Here we are, men! The final night! Let this be a reminder to all our enemies to never mess with Sir Cumference. This is where we stand. This is where they die.
This is Sparta!
Oh shit! Let's go! Victory is ours. Drinks around the house, men, courtesy of Sir Cumference. Let's go! With that, we unlock a ton of new perks, 2 new achievements along with a new region to conquer. Durststein.
What?
This is the loadout we went for to complete quest A, B and C. With the mutator being enemies drop minus 50% gold, but you get plus 30% more points and XP. Nice! With that, we land onto a yellow region with 8 horsemen as our first enemy. Naturally, I built a town hall, a gold mine at the top and recruited some melee and archer boys. What if we block these idiots with our melee guys? Will that work? It is working! Let's go! With the night done, I built a new gold mine and a tower, neglecting the enemy that was coming in from the bottom. We have enemies coming in from the bot as well? What? There was no symbol of these dudes though. Oh my lord. And these guys go straight for the tower. What? We are so eternally fucked right now. Down but not out, I hopped right back into the level, defeated the first wave and get the walls. Get the walls. Get the walls. Get the walls. You can also notice that instead of the shield boys, we got spearmen this time because they do more damage to fast moving enemies. Something to remember down the line. Things were looking smooth as we built and upgraded many different buildings throughout our empire until night 5 came along. Prepare yourself, men, for the night is young. What the fuck are you? Hey, what are you? Is that an explosion? That is definitely an explosion. What the f? Dude. Since this was the first time I came across this rolling enemy, I was pretty sure that this wasn't the last that we have seen of them. I survived the night, added some more troops and buildings, and crushed the enemies until I noticed something in night 7. Archers are pretty effective against these rolling things, bros. That is right, my friend. Ranged attacks are the only thing that will keep these guys at bay. I kept on building and upgrading my region, which in turn gave me the strength to be victorious until the final night came. What the fuck is this? My whole screen is filled with enemies. What? That surely was one way to put it. However, now that I am familiar with the enemies that were coming in, I placed my troops in positions I found to be the most effective against the enemies that we were up against in different lanes. I know this isn't the most effective way to survive the night. However, we came out on top with questionable movement of the troops across the map and unlocked a new weapon. Heavy Board.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, heavy sword. Oh my lord. Along with a ton of new mutators and perks to complete the remaining quest of this region, along with unlocking 2 new achievements. With confidence loaded with my second victory, I went in for the remaining quest. Yup, not gonna talk about it. Anyway, I travelled over to Frostsee and jumped in with this loadout to complete quest B. Let's do this. I popped down the town hall and recruited rangemen for the first night and came out victorious, adding a house and finishing the second night. Ooh, I like heavy sword, me likey. I built a new building called the docks, which adds 1 boat per day, with each boat giving out 1 coin. That sounded profitable for our economy, so we built the dock and got another house before calling in the night. Easy! I added a new tower, finishing yet another wave with the help of my sword.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And upgraded the town hall to level up the houses after each turn. I should have got the melee dudes instead of upgrading the town hall, because I think the wall breaker thing will cause problems. He sure is a tanky boy. There goes my economy. Learning from my mistakes, I got melee dudes along with a mine on the other end of the map before placing the ranged guys at this ledge and coming out victorious. Let's go! I got another dock along with some armor boys. Royal Knights of Sir Cumference. Welcome. And some more archers, a dock and a tower before moving on to place the armor dudes and the crossbowmen to handle the closest enemy and the flail guys to handle the southern enemies with support from the archers and came out with a glorious victory. I placed the troops in front of the enemies before moving on to upgrade the docks, get some new houses along with a new tower near the base before calling in the night. By this point in time, I was confident about what I was doing. However, that was all going to change soon. For now, I placed both the melee dudes near my town hall as a decoy and got a couple new towers along with some houses to boost my economy before placing the archers at a convenient location to take down the wave that we are going to face. Though I got one of my dogs destroyed, I was able to hold out pretty easily against the flying units. With money pouring in, I upgraded my base to the final level and selected the upgrade which reduces the price of walls and towers along with additional armor boys. You can never have enough of these men, bruh. I also added a wall and placed units in front of the archers to support them from high ground. After all that preparation, I was ready to take on the enemy. Oi! Where are you guys going, my friends? I think I can pull some of these dudes towards my army though. Thinking quick on my feet, I was able to divert a major chunk of the enemy's army to march towards the wall, taking them down one after another. With one final unit to defeat, they sure did throw a googly at me when the troops started marching in the other direction. Imagine the troops holding their ground on the other side of town while their hometown is on fire. Oh my lord, how do I command these idiots when their general is an idiot himself? You are an absolute goose on the loose, my friend. No doubt, no doubt. I kept fortifying and adding new defenses, along with upgrading the buildings that I had as I defeated enemies night after night, eventually reaching the final night of this level. We are victorious, my friends. Rejoice under the banner of Sir What's that? There's a question mark down there. What? With a few more buildings and upgrades for the kingdom, I called in the night to fight with the unknown. Oi! We have got ourselves a big boy. All the more reason to kick his butt, boys. Let's go, man. Tease this idiot to never mess with Sir Cumference. This bad boy spawned enemies as he moved from one side to the other, with those enemies becoming stronger and stronger as we dropped his health bar over and over again. Until, can we do this? They have already destroyed one of our barracks. Now we can't spawn in troops after they die. Oh wait, that is the wrong way to think about this. Fight, man! Fight for your king! Fight for your freedom! Fight till you take your last breath, because we are going to pull through this. Believe in Sir Cumference for tonight. You are writing history, man. Let's go. Ah, yeah. That was a handful. Oh my lord. Give me that W. Everyone, W's in the comments for Sir Cumference. Let's go. With that, we unlock a new achievement along with a new region to conquer named Uferwind. But before we go over to the new region, I thought to use this newfound motivation to complete all the quests of the previous level, which is Durststein.
Stop it. Get some help.
We had 3 remaining quests to complete. I targeted quest C first. This was the loadout I selected before walking the desert region. Once again, I'll only talk about the important things I did to complete the remaining quest because yapping is not my strong suit. As soon as I dropped, I built my town hall and got some ranged dude. However, this time we got the hunters because they are effective against melee dudes, along with a couple houses and a mine near the base. Since this was a very narrow passage, I jammed all the archers here to stop the enemies from walking into my region. That was a 200 IQ move. I cannot believe that was going to work, bro. As you can notice, I was playing very risky because I wanted to get our economy set as soon as possible. To do that, I built some more mines and a house before placing the archers here and moving down the slope to handle the rolling thingies, eventually blocking them at a corner. We came out victorious and look at this. Round 3 and we had 25 coins to spend. I thought it best to upgrade my town hall as well to do more damage to our enemies with our character in the early stages, along with building some more mills, a tower and some more hunters to handle the enemies coming in from bottom. I discovered that I was pretty weak against range units as they bombarded me with arrows. However, because of our layout, we were able to win this night as well. My brain be braining right now. Your general got an upgrade, fam. I kept on building my economy, upgrading and adding more farms, a tower and a wall at the top, along with getting some armor boys and building a wall at the bottom for future attacks. Once this was done, I placed the armor boys along with the hunters at the top and took my remaining army to handle the enemies coming in from far right. This went like a breeze because I had the added advantage of playing this level before and knowing what enemies are coming in from which direction. I upgraded our town hall so that I can have more health. We can get towers now. Fortification of the town hall is what we need. Or we can also save some months to build some economy as well. And that is what we did. I built a couple towers and a wall before investing the rest into houses and placed archers on the cliff with armored boys at the front lines. This building and upgrading cycle continued till night 11. And for those wondering, you can follow this exact strategy to complete your quest as well. Not only for this level, for any level that you see in this video. Also, I have edited the video in the order of buildings that I have built or upgraded, so you can pause to look at where I am building or what I am upgrading. With that, we were facing our final night. I had zero hopes that this would work, man. Me being happy that this strategy works is an understatement, boys. This is all happening because of Sir Cumference, proud owner of one horse and a dream to unite all the regions. There were a few remaining upgrades that I wanted to do to confirm the fortification of our main town hall. However, I was more focused on using our troops and Sir Cumference to take down the enemies. I divided the troops to take on the enemies and eventually we came out with another glorious victory. Without any second thought, I hopped right back in with this loadout to complete the remaining quests. However, I won't be adding that to the video because most of what I did the last time is similar to what we did here. With that, we complete all the quests of this region and unlock an achievement. Ruler of Durststein, another achievement for Sir Cumference. Let's go! Since we were going for all the quests, I thought it would be best to complete all the quests of Frostsee as well. Initially, I was going for quests C and D, which explains why I kept these mutators activated in the loadout and hopped into the region. Learning from what we did in the last region, I was prioritizing economy in the early game, and when the buildings were done, I called in the night and took down all the enemies. I kept building my economy, distracting enemies by attacking them at close range. You could also say I was getting the hang of this. I upgraded my base and selected the assassin trait so that I can do more damage, along with getting some spinny boys which helped me take down this wave. I was focusing solely on economy because of the early stages enemy being weaker than Sir Cumference, an advantage that I was abusing gloriously. With the wave of enemy now defeated, I was earning 22 coins per round. Not bad, right? I got some ranged archers and decided to upgrade one of my dogs to further increase my economic gain, along with a research module which increases my attack damage even further and upgrades to a couple of houses. This wave was pretty easy considering we only had to deal with some flying bugs. However, the difficulty of the waves was slowly starting to kick in. This is where things are going to get interesting, boys. Night 7 is where we separate the boys from men. I got some armored boys, a tower with the sniper upgrade, some more ranged dudes, and finally investing the remaining coins into houses and upgrades. I died? Oh right, yeah, I have those funky perks on. How could I forget? Lol. With my economy now in place, I was earning 46 coins per wave, and we could take it even further with upgrades to the docks and our town hall. I am crushed between upgrading our character or getting the tower upgrade. Like, if I get the tower upgrade, it costs less to build more towers, but if I get my upgrade, I do more damage and sustain more hits. That was truly a crossroad for me because this was the point where I had to decide what strategy am I going to go for. I decided it would be best to upgrade our character so that we could help our troops better and called in the night. Look at that damage, bro! Nice! I kept building and upgrading my base, taking down enemies until we reached the final level of this region, where we had to face the big chonky boy. This is it, man! The final level. Are y'all ready? Having played this level before, I knew the pattern of where the enemy troops were going to come from. So, I placed my boys where I thought the enemy would come from and called in the big boy. We meet again, chonky boy. Welcome. Because we prioritized our economy, I was able to build and upgrade our base to levels our enemy didn't stand a chance before. Look at this guy getting slaughtered out here. Sir Cumference and our boys are officially cooking. With that audacious yet well-deserved victory, I went back to crush the remaining quest. This time, completing Quest E. This was our sure shot strategy to win on this map. And turns out, we only had one remaining quest. The first icon denoted the god of death, which meant that if our boys were to die, they won't be coming back for that night. The second icon denotes that our enemies do 75% more damage. And the last icon denotes that if our buildings are destroyed, they will take an additional day to respawn. Without any further ado, this is the loadout we are rocking for the day. Final quest of this region, boys. Sir Cumference, the ruler of Frostsee, is coming for you. By applying our ironclad strategy for this quest as well, we were able to get the dub. Ruler of Frostsee! This was fun. I gotta go out now, but we'll come back to finish this game soon. Catch you guys later. That's right, I was traveling to shoot a movie in Chiplun. However, once that was done, I came back and Sir Cumference, I've missed you so much. Oh my lord. Let's fucking conquer this whole kingdom now. Since I was gone for such a long time, I thought why not set a challenge for myself. I opted for crushing quests B, D and F at the same time on my first playthrough. Whatever happens, happens. If we lose, we gain knowledge. If we win, Sir Cumference gets closer to world domination. This is a win-win situation for us, right? Not sure where that was coming from though. Anyway, I hopped into the region to be greeted with a lush green space. This seems easy. Immediately humbled by the challenge I set for myself, I took a step back and tackled the quest one at a time. Starting with quest B, and this time, after lots of trials and errors, we were finally able to win. Let's go. With that victory, I unlocked a couple achievements and moved on to complete the remaining quests. Because I now have an understanding of how and what enemies are we going to go up against, I was able to create an ironclad strategy like the last region. This time we'll be going for quest E. I popped down my town hall along with an upgrade to increase my damage, a dock, a bridge, and finally yet another dock before calling in the knight. The strategy I was going for is to make these idiots form a group so that when I attack with my active ability, I'll be able to take down a bunch of them at the same time. And surely they bunched up and got butchered by Sir Cumference. We start the next day by building a bridge and getting some ranged boys, along with yet another dock at the top of the map to then place the ranged boys behind me for support as I took down the enemies coming in from both directions. I got a scarecrow mill and upgraded it as well as building the bridge with the remaining coins that I had to call in the knight. My strategy here was to make these flying guys target me instead of my farms because we can move faster than the projectiles they throw at us. Smart, right? All I had to do now was delay these flying idiots from destroying my dock as my ranged boys take them down. For the next day, I got more archers and upgraded both dogs before calling in the knight. For this night, we'll be focusing only on taking down enemy archers as they are the ones who will do substantial damage to our base. Keep that in mind when you are playing this. I lost my field, but on the bright side, we survived the night. No problemo. I got some more troops to join our cause along with building a couple more scarecrow mills to defend against flying enemies and a house. When that was done, I placed my archers on the top of this cliff and near the top, along with taking my melee boys to fight alongside me as we take down this horse dude. I called in the knight, but one of our docks was destroyed because I didn't place my archers in the right position. Silly me. Starting the next day, I built a wall around our base and got some more melee guys along with the upgrade for our mill. I placed my melee boys outside the walls with support from the archers from the inside before calling in the knight and shredding these dudes to pieces. As the next day arrived, I added a couple new scarecrow mills and started research for better defense against melee units, along with upgrading my town hall to max, which in turn I also upgraded Sir Cumference. With 20 coins to spare, I invested them all into mills and placed my troops near the bottom part of the map before calling in the knight. Our strategy remains the same. We wait for these idiots to bunch up together and use our ability to annihilate their existence from our kingdom. Simple, right? With that done, I upgraded my last mill, got some more ranged boys, a lot more ranged boys to be honest, and invested the remaining coins into building houses all around our kingdom. I called in the knight and as usual, destroyed them all before entering our walls. Look at all the coins flowing in, bro. The aim is to be wealthy, not rich, with 113 coins at our expense, I got some more melee boys and some archers as well before upgrading all the houses around the kingdom. All I had to do now was distribute our troops equally across the entire map to take down our enemies, except the top of course. That's because this is the region that we'll be defending ourselves. Smooth as a baby's butt, bro. Ironclad defense and strategy. Nice! I got a new tower and upgraded it fully to shoot 2 arrows at the same time, and got a healer for our melee boys before upgrading him to the max, along with upgrading our walls to the max, and called in the night. My job for this night was to divert the attention of all these flying dudes to concentrate their firing on me, so that our mills and our archers could take them down quickly. With the dawn of the next day, I placed my troops near the site where the enemies will be coming in from, and upgraded some houses as well as the dock near the top of the map and called it the night. By this point in time, you can understand that I only had to get the towers to defend our kingdom, and I specifically didn't spend a lot of coins in the previous round to build and upgrade our towers. Boys! The final night is upon us. Let's do this, man. With a questionable war cry, I called in the night. I want you to understand how quick we defeated the last wave. Like, look at this. With that, we got the dub and hopped right back into the map to crush the remaining quests that we had for Sir Cumference to be called the ruler of Uferwind. I won't be adding how we did this because my strategy including becoming a glass cannon, which isn't recommended. However, we managed to get the dub and an achievement to be called the ruler of Uferwind. Now, I have played my fair share of this region, and for that reason, instead of giving you guys an ironclad strategy to win, I'll be walking you through quest B and C because of the brain damage this level has caused me. With our loadout now selected, we hop into the region. As much as I'd like to quit right now, we are going to do this. Push through, man. Push through. I said that because I have been at this stage for the past couple hours and my brain was really fried when I was recording this. Anyway, we popped down our town hall, built some houses before upgrading our town hall to upgrade one house each night and called in our first wave. The weapon we are using here links the damage we are doing to each enemy with a yellow ring around it. And when we activate our ability, that's right, they go poof. With that done, I got a scarecrow mill here and yet another house near our base before calling in the next night. These enemies are annoying because they can dig underground and pop out near a building. However, because we are a certified gamer, I managed to take them down before they can reach our fields. With 12 coins to spend, I get a couple towers along with an upgrade for our mill to add some more farms and call in the night. You see, because of the loadout we have, I am squishy as fuck. Meaning, a couple hits from the enemy and I am dead. Anyway, I was able to survive through the night and with 25 coins to spend, I built and upgraded a tower and started the research to increase my damage output along with a mill with the ability to deflect incoming projectiles. I sounded my horn and out came the flying dudes. My objective was the same as the last time. Get their attention, not die and protect the buildings. With that done, I built a new tower and upgraded it to be a bunker tower, along with a projectile deflection mill and a tower besides it, before upgrading and adding farms to build economy. With 11 coins to spare now, I thought it would be best to start researching defense against ranged attacks and finally building a new tower and upgrading it to a castle tower. I felt ready to take on the enemies and called in the night, watching them die to the towers that we built specifically for these idiots. How does it feel now, rats? I am 10 steps ahead of you. Thanks to all the time you have spent defeating me, I have learned new tricks. 40 coins in the bag. The economy kept improving. All I had to do now is keep a cool mind and keep building my economy and defenses to take on the incoming wave. First came an upgrade to reduce the prices of walls and towers, then came defenses. Finally, with 1 coin remaining, I used it to add a farm and called for the enemy. I died once, but we got them nonetheless. We sustained some damage to our buildings, however in the long run, it will be all worth it. I spent the coins to improve my economy by adding farmlands, then added some shrines and a mine along with a shrine on the other end of the map and a tower upgrade before calling in the night. For this way, we only had to focus on flying dudes coming in from the top of the screen, as our towers will be able to handle the enemy troops coming in from the bottom. I feel like this is a major pivotal point for this region, because from this point onwards, we'll be focusing on improving our defenses over building our economy. I started with upgrading my towers to shoot 2 arrows and some more to be defensive towers, along with researching extra damage for Sir Cumference. With the few remaining coins I had, I built a new shrine and added a couple more towers near the base. Now that we are done with building, I called in the night and watched them all get massacred with the towers that we have built against them. A truly wonderful sight. There's something truly wonderful about battle, boys. You know what else makes me feel wonderful? You hitting that subscribe button, boys. The first 2000 people to do so will receive special gifts from Sir Cumference himself, hand delivered over to your doorstep to greet you with open arms. I was victorious, no doubt, no doubt. I took the liberty to upgrade my mills and added some more towers and upgraded them as I saw fit for the coming wave before calling for the enemy at my doorstep. This right here, my friends, is what complete domination looks like. The enemy was nowhere close to our base and was getting pounded by arrows upon arrows from multiple different towers that we have built across this region. A truly magnificent view, if I say so myself. With 70 coins to spare, I started researching for better defense against melee units as well as reducing my cooldown to auto attack. I upgraded the wall near our base and built some more walls and traps near our entrance along with necessary upgrade for our towers. Oh, I also got a house and a mine as well. The reason I built this wall and the traps was to slow down our enemies along with these rolling boys. Because everyone that you are looking at right now is only and only after our town hall. Nothing else matters to them. They all got through our first wall, but in the end, they were all defeated. This wave was special because if we were to do the slightest of mistakes while dealing with them, we were going to lose the game. To avoid that, I built towers left and right along with getting a shrine and some ranged boys to help us out. Things went pretty smoothly as our enemies piled up in an area as they were taken down by our boys and our towers. When the night was over, I ran as fast as I could. Holy shit, we are rich! We are at 46 coins right now. I wonder what that number will go to once we stop. 115 coins? What the fuck? No more upgrades to our economy now. That was indeed true, my friend, as this was the second last wave that we had to deal with before dealing with the final boss of this region. I built and upgraded a tower, got some more ranged boys and upgraded their barracks to its maximum level. Hey, that is a lovely amount of coins we have there. Nice! Along with getting some more melee boys and upgrading their barracks to the max as well. To defend against this wave, I had to divide my melee boys into two regiments. One of them would go to the enemies on the left and the other would go for the enemies on the right, with support from the archers behind them. The day of reckoning is upon us, men! Or should I say, the night of reckoning. I sure seem excited for something that beat my ass countless times before, but on the bright side, we were officially cooking. I put every coin I had into building and upgrading towers near and far from our base to counter the enemy that we'll be fighting this night. And trust me when I say this boss fight is hard as fuck. I placed my men at appropriate locations and called for the final boss. There were 4 of these idiots who I held a grudge against for beating my ass so hard, but this time I came prepared, taking them down one after the other with the power of friendship and Sir Cumference. And finally, a few more hit, boys. We are going to do this. Let's fucking go! Ah, the relief. Oh my god, boys, I can finally rest now. Sheesh. I've been recording for the past 3 hours trying to defeat this idiot and nothing has seemed to work. Finally, Sir Cumference is victorious. With that, we get an achievement, and because this level fucked my mental so hard, I decided it is time to move on from this region and come back to it later. Wildbach. I hope this level isn't like the last one, because holy shit, I literally never want to go back there. I was an absolute goose on the loose for saying this, because I had no idea what was coming next. Anyway, I decided it was time to take things to the next level and complete all the quests of Wildbach as soon as I could. Quest F is to achieve a high score of 20,000, and it is clear that I do not have the mental capacity to take on everything at the same time. So we'll target quests B and C first. And if this level even comes close to the last level we played, I'm ditching this project. Fuck it. With the loadout now selected and ideas running through my mind, I was finally able to make a pinky ponky strategy that could work if things went according to my plan. Hello, Red Region. We are going to do something very risky, boys. Wish me luck. You see, the reason I added this particular mutator is because it spawns extra units for the first 3 nights, which is extremely essential for our strategy to work for completing these particular quests, because we'll be heavily relying on these shrines to deal the damage to the enemies coming in. You'll see what I'm talking about pretty soon. The reason I'm playing this so conservatively right now is because I wanted to activate these shrines as soon as possible. Clearing the wave near the shrine fills up this green bar, which upon completing activates the shrine. With the night now complete, I built some more houses and called in the next wave. I was able to activate 2 shrines near the base at the expense of a house, but that's no problem, no worries. With 17 coins to spend this morning, I built a scarecrow mill and upgraded it, along with adding fields, a tower near our base, and a house before calling in the next night. I died this night, failing to activate this shrine. We survived the night, earning some more coins which I used to build a dock and a ton of houses along with a wall and a mill. Though this mill was destroyed, I was able to activate this shrine and survive the night with minimal damage. I built a new mill along with its upgrade and added fields, along with upgrading this mill as well, and built a tower and upgraded it to be a castle tower, along with building a normal tower and a mine at the top of this region. Our main goal for this night is to divert the attention of these chonky boys and activate this shrine, which we did almost flawlessly. The next morning, I got some walls, upgraded my castle along with getting a mine, some walls, an upgraded tower, and got some research gold to increase my damage and reduce my cooldown. I activated the shrine on the top and cleared the remaining enemies near my research center, finishing this night and earning 66 total coins, which I used to upgrade all my mills, added a couple of fully upgraded towers, and finally upgraded our dock along with a normal tower for security. Our economy almost doubled overnight, which enabled me to research more attack damage, get some more ranged boys and some melee boys, along with a couple upgraded towers to call in the enemy wave. This was the last enemy wave which you could call as easy, because from this point on, all hell breaks loose, man. It was now time to start focusing on our defenses like towers and walls, along with researching more ranged damage, a tower upgrade, a couple wall upgrades, and some more tower upgrades. I called in the night, placing traps near our entrance as hordes of enemies fell at our doorstep. With that done, I built a temple which grants us power to use for tonight only, and selected Overload as our placing, along with getting tons of fully upgraded towers and a wall. I placed half of my melee boys near the gate along with 3 archer dudes to support them, and called in the enemy to move them down with the arrows from the tower. The next morning, I upgraded a wall and placed troops in anticipation of where these idiots were going to come from, along with getting upgrades for barracks and spawning a healer with its upgrades. I also upgraded a tower and a wall before calling in the night. Since I had added new troops to our ranks, I thought it best to segregate them based on which enemies they are good against, and called in the night. The last 3 nights for this region, boys. This is where things are going to get interesting. I died so many times at this stage. So many times. Hopefully this will all work out better than the last time. At least I hope so. I got the upgrade for barracks and upgraded our temple again to get a blessing from the gods, along with getting upgrades for our walls and our towers. I called in the night and held our base as I mowed down enemies coming straight for our town hall. And when that was done, I went over to the top to see the last of their troops get bullied by our boys. Actually doable, boys. Well done, everyone. Free beer for everyone if we actually conquer this region, courtesy of Sir Cumference. I got the last remaining upgrade for our temple, increasing our tower's attack damage, and upgraded the last of the buildings which needed upgrading. This is it, boys. The night is upon us. Give it your all, men. Everyone fought bravely as enemy troops spawned in from multiple directions. Some even spawned near our base. However, they were no match for our ironclad defense. And with that, yay! We win this! Sir Cumference is victorious! Let's go! With that victory, I unlocked a new achievement and was pretty confident that we can complete all the quests of this region in one go. What remained were quests D, E and F. And to complete them at the same time, this is the loadout I went with to conquer this region. I hopped in, built and upgraded the town hall to have more health, and got shrines like the last time. Our early game strategy was similar to the last time we were here, building and activating shrines as we took down the wave of enemies. You know what's funny? You could just stand here and they all surround you. All we gotta do now is use our ability and boom! GG's. Both shrines activated, I got the mine at the top along with the shrine and called in the enemy. I got through the night by handling their damage like a boss, taking them all down and coming out victorious. The building shenanigans continued as I got a new shrine and a tower before calling it the enemy wave. We are going to just stand here, bros. Pure gamer instinct. The reason they are all taking damage is because my armor reflects some of the damage they are doing to me back at them, which came in handy along with our heavy sword ability. Let's go! With calculated building and choosing who to fight, this risky strategy was coming to fruition. Actual sewer rats, bro, coming in to chew on my base. Begone! I kept fortifying and adding new waves to aid in our defense and improve our economy, eventually calling in the wave and taking them all down using our 3 brain cells. Only the chunky boys remain now. What do? We distract. With that glorious victory, it was now time to upgrade our town hall for reducing the price of walls and tower upgrades. I kept building and researching and upgrading our character while taking on waves of enemies until we reached night 7. This is where it gets serious, boys. Night 7 is here. Spooky. That was actually true, considering the amount of enemies coming in from all directions. However, since we dealt damage back to them along with our heavy sword ability, I was able to move them down. Easy peasy. Certified gamer, boys! This cycle of building, upgrading and researching went on for some time as I took the time to analyze what was coming next and how well could I prepare for the enemy that was going to knock at our doors. Until night 12 was upon us. I think this is the time where we invest our coins into getting some boys. Welcome one, welcome all. It was a pretty rough night considering the amount of damage the enemies did to us. However, they didn't reach our town hall and neither did they break my spirit. Let's go! Final night of this region. It sure was the final night, and with our defenses propped up and without skipping a beat, I called them all. Sheesh! 24,000. Oh, 26,000. We are gaming, boys. Actually gaming. I unlocked yet another achievement and went over to the next region called Moorweg. I'm feeling lucky today, boys. Might as well do something stupid. By stupid, I meant going for quests B, C, E and F at the same time. This isn't stupid, instead it is unbelievably stupid. I faced tons of losses before on this map and was fairly accustomed to the layout and the enemies of this map. This is the loadout we opted for and I jumped into Moorweg. To start things off, I built our base along with an upgrade to buff our character along with an upgraded tower and a temple to increase the activation range of shrines and a house. With one remaining coin, I was going to spawn 3 ogres for extra gold. Ballsy move, not gonna lie, but you'll see why we do this in a bit. I called in the enemy and played to our strengths, distracting the big boy by poking him in the butt and stopping him from attacking our base. I built a gold mine, crushed our enemy, got an upgraded tower along with yet another mine, and this is where my 3 brain cells work together to do something amazing. Alright man, we are ready to call in the chunky boys. My strategy is pretty simple though. We stop them from reaching our gold mine. That's it. As odd as that may sound, that is what we do by stopping the chunky boys in their tracks, by standing in front of them like an actual boss. With the help of our ability, we regenerate our health by attacking our enemy. And as soon as I reach low health, all I have to do is push the chunky boy far away from the mine and wait for my ability to refresh. Certified gamer moves. This cycle of building, upgrading, researching and crushing our lovely enemies went on for some time as we activated multiple shrines along the way until we reached night 7, where we had to face off with the same chunky dudes we fought before. This is going to be easy. Exactly like the last time. I watched them destroy my towers one after the other. My idea here was to push 2 of these dudes near this shrine to activate it. However, we were able to secure one of those kills instead of both. That's so sad, dude. But this is no major problem though. We'll cover it up later, no worries. I kept building, upgrading and researching while taking down waves of enemies as we reach the final level of this region. And let me be the first to tell you this boss is the first one to blow my mind away. Final night, boys! The dead are coming to life, boys! Oh, sheesh! The whirlpool of death. Sheesh! This is a nice level, boys. Sir Cumference approves. You can hear my excitement for this one because this was the first time I was able to reach this stage. As soon as the tornado of death had stopped, I went into attack.
This is it, boys. Alright then. Never mind.
Nonetheless, the final boss was defeated along with his minions and we got the dub. Another region conquered. Let's go. Wait, there's still one quest remaining, right? The only quest standing between me becoming the ruler of this region was quest D. I unlocked a couple achievements and hopped right back into this region with this loadout to conquer it once and for all. Back at it, baby. The strat was almost similar to the point except some minor changes here and there. But overall, the ironclad strategy for this region was the one that you saw a couple of minutes earlier. However, I wanted to try something new this time. How about we focus on getting troops to help us out this time? Would that work? You know what? Let's find out. Unknown to what may happen, I crushed enemies left and right, upgrading my base slowly but steadily, eventually reaching the final night to face off with a big boy. And truth be told, I had no idea if adding troops to help me out with this would work or not. I'm having serious doubts right now about what we are doing. God help me. Save thy child from the fifth god. After the whirlpool of death stopped, I ordered all my troops to attack the chonky boy. He only attacks our character. Our troops are safe. Questionably, somewhat safe. Overflowing with joy that my boys are doing it, I followed the boss around for a while until finally... listen to that. No, really, listen. That is the sound of victory! Let's go! My recording for the next region came out to be corrupt. However, I took a backup video of me getting 2 achievements as I blew past the final boss of this region, completing 5 quests at the same time. A sad reality we have to live with, no doubt about it. However, don't worry. I still got the recording for completing quest D for you all. And this is the loadout I used to complete said quests. Bada bing, bada boom. Another day at the office, man. Let's get the dub. It now became a common habit to upgrade our town hall to improve our character, along with getting a tower and a shrine before investing the remaining coins that I had into spawning some more enemies for extra coins. The building and upgrading saga continued until we completed night 3, where we get troops to aid us in combat, helping us clear wave after wave as I fortified our defenses while keeping the enemy that we are to fight at the end of this level at the back of my mind. The real MVP of this fight was the blessing we received from the temple, which sacrificed all our troops and increased their spawn rate significantly, enabling us to dish out damage to the chonky boy before finally defeating the big chonkus and getting the dub. Ruler of Freifort.
That is what I like to see, boys.
You move on to the final and most probably the hardest region of this entire game, Totend. And the reason I say this is because I had to play this level more times than all of the maps combined. For now, we were focusing on completing quests B and D with the said loadout as I dropped into Totend ready to cause havoc. Since this is tougher than Hanmabaki in terms of difficulty, I'll walk you through exactly what was going on in my mind while completing the early stages of this level. We get the town hall first along with the upgrade to make our character stronger. Then we get a couple houses to build our economy along with the shrine that we are going to be activating soon, right? But don't worry about it now. We go down here, get this shrine, invest a coin and spawn a big boy spider to activate this shrine. This shrine in the sense this shrine that we bought right now. And that's it. We have 2 coins left now. So we might as well get another house. Alright boys, we are ready for the night. The perks we have selected makes us deal more damage to the enemy if we are to stand still, right? So spider spawns, we fire for some time and boom, spider no more. I also activated this shrine by pulling in a couple of these slugs and came out victorious. For this next night, we'll get a mine, 2 mines in fact, a shrine, invest in getting a spider for 9 easy coins, and invest the rest of our coins in building our economy. Confident about what I was doing, I called in the night. The spider is down. I repeat, the spider is down. Now all I have to do is rush to the top to stop these boys from destroying our base. A little distraction is what we need. With some cheeky maneuvers, I was able to activate the shrine along with taking down the enemies that were after us, completing yet another wave of enemies. These were the two crucial nights for our survival through the coming night, because these shrines deal tons of damage and are also untargetable by the enemies that come in each night, making them extra valuable to us. The rest was building, upgrading and researching like there is no tomorrow, eventually building a fortified base that is almost perfect to the point that no enemy would be able to come close near our base. Things were looking bright for me as I clapped my way to the final level of this region, facing the deadliest boss that I have fought in this entire game. You see, this boss had 4 different stages, with each stage being more difficult than the last. However, once the octopus was defeated, out came a dude who I like to call fake Sir Cumference. This dude packs a punch, boys, jumping from area to area, sending out goons after us, and attacking with a double-handed axe. Nothing seemed to work against this guy. However, after a long fought battle with my boys, I was able to defeat the dude, just in the nick of time. Oh, look at the hilt over me! I thought we are done, boys. Holy freaking shit! I love this game, bro. Oh my lord. With our first victory in this region, I went back in to complete quest F with an almost similar strategy that we used the last time and came out victorious. And then my lights went out. Turns out the recording for completing all the achievements is gone. So here's a video of all the achievements being completed for this game. That turned out to be awkward, but hey, on the bright side, at least I 100% completed this game and I thoroughly enjoyed every bit of this. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any game that you want me to make a video on and I'll make it happen. Also, if you're not subscribed yet and you watched the whole video, what the are you waiting for, bro? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.